Sure. Really? I don't know. I think we're all right. Well, all right, everybody, come on in. Welcome, but bring the energy because it's time for the Sandra Show. Oh, yeah.
Yes! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sandra Show. Y'all, tonight is not business as usual. Tonight is not entertainment. Tonight is about truth, grief, and accountability. Now, today we are breaking down what happened to our dear angel, Renee Nicole Good, a mother, a poet, a daughter, a U.S. citizen whose life was taken in Minneapolis and whose name now echoes across this country with pain and unanswered questions. This is one of those nights where we slow the room down, where we listen harder, where we refuse to rush past grief or dress injustice up in excuses. We are here to lay out the facts, to examine the responses, to sit with the heartbreak, and to ask the questions that refuse to go away. Family, this is heavy, but it matters. So take a breath with us. Stay present with us, and let's walk through this together. This is the blues news. Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all.
Hey, sis.
Yes, we're still here. Now, hold up. Y'all, this next one hurts. It's cold, it's ugly, and we need answers, not excuses. Check this out. Minneapolis shook on January 7th. This ain't no tale. Renee Nicole Good was killed by ICE, and the questions trail. A 37-year-old mom, a poet with 3 kids in her life, U.S. citizen, full of words, not a threat, not a knife. In South Minneapolis, her SUV sat blocked in the lane. Federal agents giving orders that clashed, causing strain. Video shows her car nudging forward, slow, uneasy, not fierce. Then an ICE agent shot her in the head, close range, truth pierce. Her body pulled away, her life torn apart, a mother's silence on a cold city street from a cold heart. Oh yeah, a very cold heart. And then they screamed, self-defense, domestic terror, bold and loud. The sitting president backed ICE quick, no pause, no doubt. But the mayor said that story was garbage, didn't fit the tape, and witnesses say her car turned away, not an act of hate. Y'all, the FBI took control, pushed state eyes aside. No Minnesota oversight. Now trust is denied. Candles lit, streets are filled, the city cried her name. A poet gone, babies left, and nothing feels the same. Nothing at all. Y'all check this out. A mother, a poet shot down cold. A life erased, too brutal to behold. They claim she charged, they claim she attacked, but video and witnesses say that don't match the facts. Officials split, stories collide. When power speaks first, y'all, truth gets denied. State shut out, feds hold the reins. Justice questioning federal change. This is the blues news. Anything can happen in a day. Yeah. But one thing's for sure, we gon' do it same time, same place. And we'll do it the Sandra Show way. Y'all, this has been the blues news. May she rest in peace. God bless. Woo-hoo! My goodness, that is insane, guys. Insane. Rest in peace, Renee.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
mean, just
Unbelievable.
unfortunate. Now listen, family, before we go any further, I need you to brace your heart because what you are about to see is not speculation. It is not rumor. It is not hearsay. It is footage. It is witnesses. It is a life lost in real time. And when truth is laid out this clearly, when grief is this raw, there is no room left to spin.
Right.
Talking points or political cover. This is the moment where faith meets accountability, where power meets humanity, where silence is no longer an option. So family, if you haven't seen what happened to our angel Renee, I need you to prepare yourself. Everyone prepare yourself. And if you need to get the kids out the room, please go ahead and do this because this is not easy on the eyes. All we can say at this step into this is fix it, Jesus. My goodness. Woo! So if you have not seen what exactly happened to Renee, please brace yourselves and check this out.
Law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish, reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Yeah, three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other kind of pulled on that driver's side door handle.
Yeah. Law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot.
You know what? This is so unbelievable. The worst part about it, I mean, anybody's life that is lost like this is horrible. But she is a U.S. citizen. What happened to protecting the people in our country? How are we hurting the people who live here in our country? Now, with all that transpired, our sitting president literally wrote a message saying this. Check this out. The sitting president released a statement after reviewing video from the Minneapolis incident, calling it disturbing to watch. He claims the woman involved was acting aggressively and says the ICE officer fired in self-defense after being struck by a vehicle. He added that the officer survived and is recovering in the hospital. Now, the president framed the incident as part of what he described as growing threats against law enforcement, blaming political extremism and urging the public to stand firmly behind ICE and police officers, saying that they are trying to keep the country safe.
Like really, what kind of world are we living in these days when you can actually see the footage of this mess?
I don't know. I don't understand. I mean, you can see the footage, you can see it, but it's almost like everybody has their own idea of what truth is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Truth is subjective these days. So then the Minneapolis police and the mayor provided an update, and they said this. Y'all check out this video.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. They are already trying to spin this as an action of
Absolutely insane. So then after the incident, y'all, neighbors are literally outside witnessing this complete devastation. Check this out.
They just killed that lady right there in that car, y'all. Killed that lady in that car. Somebody come get their people.
Oh God, it's gut wrenching.
I don't understand how you can have a different story to tell. They say a picture tells a thousand words, but at the same time, at least the words gotta be close. This story is nowhere close to what we actually just saw. Now, you see how they are literally begging for a medic? They're asking for help. Well, there was help, but they would not allow them to help the lady in the car. There was a doctor on site or someone who could help her, and they refused to help. Y'all check this out.
Can I go check a pulse?
No! Back up! Now!
I'm a physician.
Hey, listen, we understand. We got EMS coming, and I get it. Just give us a second. We have medics on scene. We have our own medics.
Where are they? Where are they? How can I relax? You just killed my neighbor.
Oh, God.
You caught your butter in the face. You killed my neighbor. How do you show up to work every day? How the do you do this every day? You're killing my neighbors. You're stealing my neighbors. What the man?
Woo. Can you imagine walking out of your house, out of your home, to witness a group of supposed to be officers that are working for the United States, working against the citizens? And so you have to witness a body laying inside of a car that they just unalived. I'm trying my best to say this properly on television. This is crazy. Now, we can't even play the sound on this video because it's so sad, but look at this video and watch how this officer is literally kicking down the candles that loved ones put down to honor Renee. Check this out.
Shots that we're watching in.
Oh my God. Did you see that?
What is that?
I mean, you can't even have a memorial these days. Who does that?
What is that about?
When did we become so insensitive? When did we become so heartless in our actions, that's not protection. Is that protection?
Yeah.
I don't feel protected. Well, after the killing took place, the people of Minneapolis are now on an outrage. And I mean, can you blame them? Y'all watch this video.
Shots that we're watching in Minneapolis right now. More interaction. Tricia, we're watching somebody being taken to the ground by ICE right now. Just give us a sense of what's going on here.
Martha, unfortunately, we are seeing a coordinated campaign of violence against our law enforcement, particularly in Minneapolis.
These are live shots that we're watching in Minneapolis right now. More interaction. Tricia.
I mean, y'all, is this America? Is this America? Y'all, please. I mean, we remember just back in 2020 when George Floyd was murdered, and we had the whole country
murdered in the same city by the
and
same
it was
police
in
force.
the same city. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, probably not ICE, but it was still the same police force there in Minnesota. But where do they find these people when ICE is supposed to be doing some sort of deportation work or finding illegal immigrants? These are not illegal immigrants. After the fact.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, how do you identify?
Exactly.
How is ICE identifying who they're going to go and capture? And how are you not getting it right and you're capturing U.S. citizens? I don't understand that part at all.
I saw recruitment on Twitter for ICE with like signing bonuses.
Yes, $50,000.
I don't understand. How does this happen when your job is to find illegal immigrants? It, by whatever means, is besides the point.
Well, I don't think you had to have training. The crazy part is a lot of people did not have to have training. I even saw, I think it was Superman. It was like one of the older Supermans. He was volunteering to be an ICE. Yes, he actually was. And the crazy part about it is that you don't have to have any specific training. They may bring you in and train you, but they were just saying, hey, if you want to make $50,000, sign up for ICE. Yeah. They need people on their force. Now, y'all, we are just all so heartbroken. It is honestly sick to watch something like this. And we don't normally, or we don't like talking about stuff like this on our show, but we refuse to give it an excuse and just ignore it like it's not happening, Y'all, people are mourning all around the world at the thought of this. Jasmine Crockett also shared her feelings on this painful matter. Y'all, please check this video out.
It is so hard to sit here sometimes because I didn't come to Congress to write laws or to do things that are hurting people. I'm just asking if there's any decency or heart or courage on that side of the aisle. The fact that a woman was killed She was shot in her head, and y'all are pretending like nothing happened. I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was? Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay. Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law. Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? A child. A child has lost her mom. And y'all want to pretend that it is okay. I am asking if there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us and sent us to Congress. You tell us things like, well, the immigrants are bad, and so we got to get all these bills because the immigrants are the ones that are causing the harm, they're bringing the crime. The mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out.
Woo!
All right.
So everybody wants ICE out of their city, out of their state, out of their town, out of their area, because don't we have law enforcement officers? Don't we have people who actually handle these things that we don't need in a department called ICE to come in?
Law enforcement is bad enough. Yep.
I've never seen Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett break down like that. And for it to be impacting her that way, but not see that same kind of empathy or compassion across the aisle, it's very questionable, because we call ourselves Christians, right? And I know that the Republican Party talks all the time. They say we are Christians, but what about this is Christ-like? Can somebody please help me? Help me, please tell me.
Just like you said, the truth is subjective. Certain people's viewpoint of what Christ is supposed to look like is subjective to whatever serves their point in the moment.
Ooh, but he's the same today as he was yesterday, and he will be that way forevermore.
And I agree with you.
And there is no way that he has changed enough to accept what we are seeing. Now, y'all, 2 deadly encounters involving ICE agents in 2 different cities are now fueling national outrage and renewed calls for accountability. Now, just days earlier in Los Angeles, Keith Porter Jr. was unalived on New Year's Eve by an off-duty ICE agent responding to what authorities described as an active shooter call. Okay, so Porter's family says that account is misleading, stating he fired a gun into the air and never threatened anyone directly. With 2 families grieving and demanding the truth, advocates say that these cases, oh my God, these cases are just, they're an outrage. They are just unbelievable. It's very hard to explain. It's hard to see. It highlights urgent concerns about ICE's use of deadly force and the need for federal oversight to prevent more lives from being lost. Now, federal oversight to me is questionable because in Minneapolis right now, the FBI has said that they're going to handle this issue and that Minneapolis cannot do anything in the sense of trying to understand how this happened to this lady. It has been handled by, I think, Pete Hegseth, who's over the FBI. Is that FBI? No, that's Kash Patel. He's over the FBI. So he's going to be handling this Minneapolis, and he is handpicked by the current administration. So we'll see how that turns out. At the end of the day, guys, use your voice. Make sure if you don't have your voice now, find your voice, because your voice is needed in the echo, in the noise, in the scream, in the need for help. For us to understand that our country is a country of democracy, not a country where we take the law into our own hands and we decide how people are going to live, how they're going to die, whether they came here the right way or the wrong way. That's why we're set up. That's why we are the greatest country in the world, because we are a melting pot. All nations, all people can come here and they can have a way of life that they could not have somewhere else. Why are we turning our country into a place where people are afraid to be? Not people from outside of our borders, but the people who are inside of our borders. It makes no sense. Y'all, we are tired. I mean, seriously, we are tired. We really, really are. And we just pray that all the troubles from this mean, crazy world will just soon be done. Soon we'll be done with the crazy troubles of the world. And the Lord that we're talking about, the Christ that we're talking about, that we love, he will embrace us and say, well done. But there's a path that we have to follow to be able to get to that place, to be able to get to that door. And I just don't see us on that path right now. I want to say to everybody, don't give up. Don't stop fighting. Don't stop believing. As my cousin John Lewis, the late, great John Lewis would say, get into some good trouble. And don't just get into it. Stay in there. Stay in the trouble and let that trouble change things.
Soon I will be done. That's what we're gonna be. With the troubles of this world. Troubles of this world. Troubles of this whole world. Oh, soon I will be done with the troubles of this mean old world. I'm going home to live with my God. Oh, soon and very soon, I'll be done with the troubles of this old world. Yeah, soon I will be done with the troubles of this mean old world. Oh, soon and very soon, I will be done with these troubles. I'm going home to live with God. Come on, Chris. Woo. Break it down. Woo! Family, tonight has been heavy, and it should have been. We sat with grief, we witnessed pain, we confronted loss that should never be normal. But before we leave each other, I want to remind you of this. Grief does not mean we are broken. Anger does not mean we are lost. And asking for justice does not mean we've lost our humanity. Renee Nicole Good. Her life mattered. Her name matters. And the love people are showing across cities, across cultures, across the world, that matters too. So as you close this night, I pray you find rest. I pray you find space to breathe. I pray you hold your loved ones a little closer. And even after a show like this, especially after a show like this, may peace sit with you. May truth guide you, and may compassion lead us forward. So with that, go ahead and y'all, breathe again with us. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. for The Culture. Come on, get us out of here.